Hello, I'm back again. Here to let you know that there's some really big developments going on. Tomorrow I have a very important interview, and this interview is going to be probably a job that's going to determine the rest of my career. It's a teaching position, and I'll be teaching painting. If you don't know, I studied painting and fine art for my undergraduate degree, and now I'm working on my master's degree in fine art and digital media. When my girlfriend gets back, I'm about to go get me some new interview clothes so I can look employable. At some point in my life, I want to teach higher education, probably on the college level. And so hopefully I get this job that I am interviewing for tomorrow to start my instructing career, instructing experience. So where I'm at right now in my life and career is I'm at like this edge. I'm at this like little thin line, like this brink of success, and I can feel it. I'm working really hard on a lot of different projects. I recently just entered, that's why I was gone last week, I didn't post anything. I was working on these contest submissions, and there was 2 contests that I entered, and I submitted my character designs for both of these things, and one of them included something for the Darkstalkers fighting game, and the other one was for the Beautiful Creatures movie. So I'll post a link down in the description to my actually personal portfolio, and it should send you to the 2 submissions, and maybe you can look at them, give me feedback, what you think. So when I was working on these contests, what I found out was it was really good practice getting a lot of kind of how to do concept art and how I would do concept art, and a lot of good I got more familiar with Photoshop to do concept art. And that what leads me to my it leads me to my next subject, is where the current state of HateBreaker is. HateBreaker is about to enter the concept art phase. I finished developing the characters and writing short little bios for them. So I'll be now working on the concept art for the animation and concept art for the setting for the area, and you'll be seeing those relatively soon. And as I probably finish the pieces, I'll be uploading it. So keep an eye out on my portfolio site or on this YouTube channel. I will upload links to it. I'm really nervous about where I'm kind of going, where everything's going, and that's kind of where the state of being a student is after you finish undergraduate school, you're thrown out in the world and kind of just, here's a piece of paper, go find a job. That's one of the hardest things I don't like about undergraduate school, because once you graduate, they don't teach you what to do with your degree. They don't tell you how to go find a job. There's workshops that are available, but most of the time you're so focused on graduating, you're probably adding credits, you're talking to advisors, that it's kind of hard to attend those workshops, and it's kind of hard to schedule in some things to start training yourself. It's taken a while to actually kind of be inspired and kind of go out on my own and actively search and train myself to do these things, because nobody's going to do it for you. The education system it's a business, and with poor customer service, I guess. And they are kind of looking for you to get all this money from, and it's really complicated. I mean, but the thing is, that's the system that's put in place, and you just kind of have to stick with it, and you have to deal with it, and which is unfortunate, because it's one, very expensive and very unattainable by people who need it the most. And as far as building success, I'm not successful yet, but if I end up finding this little string, maybe this little, just a piece of success, it's going to be one of the greatest things that has happened to me in a very long time. And it's going to be at the point that this rite of passage that I am able to do things. I am able, what I have to offer to the world is wanted, and it's smart, it's inspiring to some people. But I mean, we'll see. I'm not there yet, and I hope that I will eventually get there. Everyone does. And that being said, I mean, if you have an idea, if you have really good ideas, there's nothing stopping you pursuing these things. There's things that hold you back, but there's nothing stopping you. At the state of information and how it's so freely available, you can teach yourself anything, any skill, math, science, English, a lot of these basic education requirements. And I think that's one of the greatest things about living in this day and age is, yes, information is so freely available, but at the same time, people are consuming information ends up consuming them. There's so much information going in, and sometimes your mind just gets flooded with things. I mean, you find yourself sitting on the internet for hours and hours just brainwashing yourself with junk. But start actively seeking all the information that you want to do, what you want to do in life, why you want to be successful. If you want to be an artist, musician, athlete, you have to put the time in the work. And the thing is, if you're putting in this time, somebody out there is doing 10 times as much as you have. You have to have that mindset. Unfortunately, that's the point of society that we're in. It's a race, and it's been stuck like that for a long time, and that's what I've learned growing up. That's what tons of people have said. I mean, it is a race, and you have to actively race, and it's this rat race of a world that we live in, and the way society is shaped right now, we're stuck with it. So why not adapt to that until something better comes along? I mean, because you won't be able to build something better until you have the resources and the influence to make those better things possible. And that being said, I hope you wish me luck on my interview tomorrow, and I'll be back next week or maybe later this week with an update on how I did. Good luck in all of your future endeavors, and I'll be behind cheering you on too. See you. I might have a shot.